Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from March 14th to the 20th, and I'm using this kit by Caress Press. I just wanted to use an anytime kit from my stash this week. I didn't really have a themed kit in mind, even though this was the week of St. Patrick's Day, which I think is kind of funny. It's like the perfect week to use a themed kit, but I just didn't end up picking anything up this year that was St. Patty's Day themed. But I feel like this still worked really well for this week just because, I don't know, like the fashion girls kind of look like they're dressed in order to do like chores and stuff, and I dismantled a treadmill this week, so I don't know if that worked in my head. And then also all of the green I figured worked for March/St. Patty's Day. So yeah, a lot of stuff happened this week. Actually, it was a pretty busy week. Janet had her first vet appointment. I had an eye doctor appointment. I dismantled and sold my treadmill, which was a huge ordeal because it was really hard to get out of my building. I live on the second floor, and my boyfriend and I also went to, like, the girl who bought it, she lives very close to me, so we went there to help her put it back together because it's, like, not easy to put back together. She would not have been able to figure it out. And then I went to a concert this week, and then unfortunately the week ended on a good note, but towards the end of the week, my boyfriend and I got into a huge fight, very big, much bigger than we've gotten into in a long, long time. But I mean, it happened, and I wanted to mark it in my planner, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I obviously can't get too into it because then it's just going to turn into me talking shit about my boyfriend because, like, I'm on my side, obviously. I'm the right one, but I will get into it. So, yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention is that my big-ass head is constantly in the frame, and it's driving me crazy. But as I mentioned in my last plan with me, my tripod did break, and I've been filming plan with me's while laying on my bed for years now, and this is I think the second time I've planned at my desk with my new little desk tripod, and I'm just not used to having the phone so high above my head, so it's just really easy to get in the frame when I'm trying to do, when I'm trying to place the stickers in a very specific way. So I'm really sorry about that. I will try to work on that. Yeah, there's going to be a little learning curve for me. But yeah, as you can see, I placed 2 boxes on the sidebar, and the 2 things I decided to mark was that it was Janet's first vet visit, which was very important, and then also that my boyfriend and I had a very important conversation. And then what else? I think that's pretty much it. I managed to use a full box on every single day, which I usually don't do, but I loved this artwork so much, so I wanted to take full advantage. But anyway, I might as well just get into the day by day, starting with Monday. The first thing I marked was that I was awake earlier than normal, which still doesn't mean very early, but progress. I marked that with a fancy label and just the little clock from the kit. Under that with a little thing and these sneakers. I can't remember where I got these sneakers. I think maybe Scribble Prints Co. I'm not 100% sure. But I just marked that I walked to the vet with Janet. I have a cat backpack. I actually tried driving her to the vet once, and it took me half an hour to find a parking spot, and I could only find a 20-minute loading zone. Fortunately, it was just to drop off a poop sample and run out, so I was okay. But yeah, it's an 8-minute walk. It's not worth it to look for parking for 30 minutes just so that she doesn't have to walk with me. So whatever. She and I walked to the vet. Under that, with this leftover black cat deco and a full box, I just marked that it was her first vet visit. Under that, with a quarter box and this bagel sandwich. I want to say it's from Papershire, but I don't remember. I'm sorry. I never remember. I marked that I had an egg and cheese bagel. Then with a fancy label and this emoji cuddled up in a blanket, I marked that I took a nap under my heated blanket, which is like my favorite thing about cold weather. One of the only things I like about cold weather. I get to break out the heated blanket with a little thing, and I end up changing the sticker I'm about to put down I was looking for, hold on. What I'm trying to say is I put down this Once More with Love burrito at first because I couldn't find these Chipotle takeout stickers from Sticky Perks, but I found them eventually, so I do end up switching that out, but I think I do it off camera. Just to mark that I got Chipotle, and it was just a really, really, really bad experience. I used to go to Chipotle all the time before I moved to Philly, and I still go every once in a while because it used to be one of my favorite foods, but they always make it incorrectly, and they're always out of something, and they're always really mean. So, yeah, bad experience at Chipotle. With a little thing and this YouTube sticker from Carly Plans, I marked... Sorry, I'm trying to read on this dark-ass sticker. I marked that I just watched a bunch of planner videos this day. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with a quarter box and this headache Tara that I colored in the word headache with black because I just wanted to use the sticker to mark that I was just really frazzled from getting way too many texts and phone calls first thing in the morning. I hate that. Under that with a little thing, and this is actually a pimple munchkin, but I just used it to mark that I was super anxious. With a fancy label and this emoji wearing glasses, I marked that I had an eye doctor appointment. I really didn't want to go. I was so nervous because I was going to have to drive to the Walmart in South Philly, which I've definitely mentioned in Plan With Me's before. I hate going there. I hate it, but it ended up being an amazing experience. I had like the best doctor ever, and it's one of the first times I've had a doctor who was like younger than me, and she was just so real and talking to me about how much she hates being an eye doctor and wishes she went for something else. I don't know, she was just really, really nice, and I don't know, I loved her, so I was so glad I went. So I just marked with a little thing and this happy munchkin head that I was so glad I went. Then with a quarter box and this Fox and Pip Girl doing some shopping, I marked that while I was at Walmart, I got all of the ingredients to make banana bread. With a squared off box and these Olive Studio olives sitting on a couch, I marked that Joe and I got pizza and watched Euphoria. And then the final thing on Tuesday with a little thing and this laptop from, I can't remember where, DP Studio or Paper Crown, I think Paper Crown Prints. I marked that I worked. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with a quarter box and this barfing munchkin was that Brad puked all over my new carpet and effed up my new chair. I was able to fix the chair, luckily, because it has a removable cover, and I have this little, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a little... You people who like sew will probably know what it's called, but it's this little hook that you buy and you can like grab loose threads and pull them through so that they don't show anymore or something. So I was able to fix the chair, but he like really ripped a few of the threads like bad. And then under that, with a squared off box and this emoji cleaning angrily, I marked that I wasted 2 hours cleaning because it was so hard to fix the chair and clean the barf on the rug. It was like he had traveled while projectile vomiting. So sorry, this is disgusting. I apologize. Anyway, with a fancy label and this emoji having cramps, I marked that I got my period. With a squared off box and this FU munchkin from Once More with Love, I marked that I walked all the way to Rite Aid just to find out that they had decided to close 2 hours early. I can't stand that they do that. I get it that like they're probably understaffed, but I hate that. I just don't understand, because I know we have the technology like for stores to update their hours on Google if they close early, but you have to go all the way there and find a little handwritten note on the door. And I hate it. With a little thing and this Target icon from, I want to say, Carly Plans. I marked that I went to Target with a fancy label and these munchkins watching TV. I marked that Joe and I watched the Euphoria finale with a little thing, and this munchkin doing a puzzle. I marked that I did a puzzle. Moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked with an appointment label and a paw print from the kit was that I organized Janet's food delivery, just figuring out how to get things delivered to me all from the same store has just, you know how it is. Everybody has been like out of stock of things. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I spent some time doing that with a quarter box and an emoji baking. I marked that I made banana bread this day with a squared off box and these weights from the GP studio. I marked that I did a 30-minute upper body workout with this piece of washi, and this is leftover deco from a kit. I think it's leftover deco. Oh no, maybe it was a freebie. Who cares? Anyway, with this sticker that I've just had left over, I marked that I did the dishes. With a squared off box and this building emoji, I marked that I built a bookshelf, moved it all around my living room, decided that I hate it, and took it apart. Then with a little thing and a TV, and sorry, it's another dark little thing, so I couldn't see, but I marked that we finished watching the movie Unfaithful this night. Then with a little thing and an alarm clock icon that I don't know where I got it from, I actually think it's from a monthly kit, I marked that I worked till 6:30 in the morning. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and this late emoji, I marked that I just woke up so late, which I guess you can't really blame me for since I didn't even go to bed until like 7 a.m. with a squared off box and this munchkin running on a treadmill. I marked that I finished dismantling the treadmill, which I did not mean to mark on this day. My notes that I was going off of were like, I have it just in my notes app on my phone, and my phone had accidentally like scrolled up, and so I missed a day. So what I meant to write here was that we had like a huge fiasco trying to take the treadmill apart. Like there's wires that have been fed through one of the legs, and so you can't completely take it apart, which we needed to, so that was a little roadblock. With an appointment label and another emoji building something, I marked accidentally that we helped reassemble it. That's not what I meant to mark there. I meant to mark that I fixed the toilet paper dispenser this day. So yeah, that's another mix-up on my part, but everything else is correct. So with a little thing and an emoji inside of a sandwich, I marked that we got cheesesteaks. Then with this little Nike shoe from, I can't remember, I marked that we just went on like a tiny little walk, that doesn't make any sense, a short walk with a squared off box, this popcorn deco left over from a kit, and this, it might be a computer monitor, but I think it's a TV. I marked that I watched the movie Studio 666 with a little thing and a ball of yarn with some knitting needles. I don't have crocheting stickers, but I marked that I did some crocheting. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with a fancy label and this emoji fixing something, I marked that I fixed the toilet paper dispenser, which you could see I flip-flopped. This I meant to mark that we finished dismantling the treadmill. Then with a little thing and this thumbs up munchkin, I just marked that the girl who I sold my treadmill to was so nice. Like I couldn't have sold it to a nicer person, and she came with her friends, and these like 3 little girls got that treadmill down the stairs with so much ease. I don't know how they did it, but thank God she brought them. So that was great. With a fancy label and another puzzle munchkin sticker, I marked that after I helped her put the treadmill together, or we helped her, she gave me like 8 puzzles, like jigsaw puzzles that she was finished with and was like, you can just have them. So that was amazing. I not only made money, but I got a bunch of free puzzles. with a little thing and a happy munchkin, I marked that it was just a beautiful day outside. Then with another little thing and this cinnamon roll from, I think, Scribble Prince Co., I marked that we went to Cinnabon and got buy one, get one free cinnamon rolls with a half box and this concert sticker that I don't know where it's from. I do apologize. I could probably find out if you wanted to know. Just leave a comment. I marked that we went to see Drugs and Scary Kids Scaring Kids. And that was really good, really fun. And then the final thing for Saturday with a little thing and these angry munchkins, I marked Fight Me. Basically, the entire argument was about the fact that I don't like a specific person because they were very two-faced to me, and I don't like that. But at the same time, they've been nothing but nice to Joe and basically like kissed his ass. So he thinks it's a me problem, and like I'm not giving the person enough of a chance, but that's just, so not true. And we just haven't been able to see eye to eye on this one insignificant human. Like, we're not even friends with this person. It's the dumbest fight on earth. But anyway, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a little thing and this Rise and Shine munchkin was that I slept in. Then with an appointment label and these GP Studio sneakers, I marked that I walked to Joe's. Then under that with a little thing and this emoji sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked that we talked, and it was actually a good talk, and we finally sort of saw each other's side a little bit more. And I don't know about him, but I personally felt a little bit more heard. And I don't know, it's been an issue. This is so stupid, but almost our entire relationship, almost 5+ years, we've argued about me disliking this person. It's so silly. And so it felt pretty good to finally get that squashed. So yeah, ended up being a good-ish thing that we fought. With a squared off box and this Froyo sticker from Once More With Love, I marked that we walked to get Froyo, and it was 5 ounces free, I think, for spring. I don't know, maybe this was the first day of spring, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was free, so that was cool. Then with a squared off box and these munchkins in a movie theater, I marked that we watched The Bachelor. And then the final thing on Sunday with a fancy label and these happy lovey-dovey munchkins, I marked that Joe came over to my place, because even though I walked to his place, I didn't bring anything with me, so I needed to go home eventually, and he came with. So yeah, everything ended up working out, luckily. But yeah, that's everything for this plan with me. I hope you enjoyed, and once again, I am so sorry for my big fat head in every single frame, and that you had to look at my nasty, frizzy split ends this whole time. I'm gonna work on that, I promise. I'm gonna try to do better. I'm not used to filming at a desk. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, especially if you stayed till the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.